So let's go straight out the gate with this. Iizuka just went into an interview talking about how he would love to remake Sonic Adventure. Now obviously if they do make this game, I would definitely, but they have to do this right. This cannot be a half-done remake. This has to be like full ambition. Like, physics have to be exact. You can't play these games like without the correct physics, because look at what they did with Sonic 4. I mean, those physics were nothing like the Genesis. I know it's not a remake of any Sonic game, but using that as an example, or like classic Sonic from Generations, or God, even Sonic Forces, Sonic Team is not very consistent with redoing the physics very well, like re-emulating it. It's just not something they're very good at. But honestly, if they can pull this remake off like very well, I think people will have a little bit more faith in Sega. Now, I'm not saying that they'll be like on a high pedestal again like they were way back in the 90s. But if they do this right, people might think of Sega a little bit better than they do now. I mean, Sonic Forces wasn't horrible, and everybody knows the big red button made Sonic Boom. But Sega isn't really consistent in quality, and that's kind of the problem here. So if they're gonna remake Sonic Adventure, they have to put all their effort in. This cannot, like, all their freaking time has to be put into this project. Now this isn't confirmed, by the way. I'm just kind of speculating off of the interview, saying he would love to do so. It doesn't mean it's confirmed, doesn't mean we're getting it, but I would love it. I would absolutely love the idea of it being remade. Remaking this game is very ambitious though, because you gotta go off the fact that they've got 6 different playstyles to deal with. Well, I guess maybe 7 if Super Sonic is considered different. But man, I would love to see this game in HD, like actual HD, not the port kind of HD where it's like, oh, we made it higher resolution. No, I mean like HD textures. Matter of fact, 4K textures. Put that stuff on the freaking Xbox One and PS4. And you can kind of make a dumbed down version for the Switch. But going off those 6 playstyles, I mean, they don't have to just straight up remake it. They can improve 2 of the worst characters of the game, being Amy and Big, and make their gameplay a little bit... I don't know what they could possibly do with Big, and they probably won't touch anything, because, you know, nostalgic reasons. But, I mean, maybe make Amy a little bit faster, maybe make the robot faster. I don't know, maybe not touch those characters. That might be the better option, just not even fiddle with anything, just focus on, you know, making the characters play right and the game feel right. Because if we start letting them start fiddling with stuff, they might freaking give Sonic the boost instead of the spin dash. And no. We don't put the boost inside adventure games. But another high note on this, if they can pull this off, this remake, it might make it to where people will want to play as the other characters again. Because I mean, in modern Sonic games, you know what we do? We make another version of Sonic to play as. So it's like, oh, you're not playing with Tails or Knuckles. No, we don't want any of that. You can play as classic Sonic. Yeah, that's way different than playing as Tails, who could just play in 2D if they really wanted him to. Give him some flying, and his gameplay would actually be a little bit different. And it might excuse the fact, no, it wouldn't even excuse the fact that the physics were poor. But I mean, it would make differences. I've spoken before about how I want a modern Sonic game boost formula with playable characters such as Tails and Knuckles, where Sonic is given like the homing attack or something, and then Tails and Knuckles get their own separate abilities. If they get a boost, it's a little bit slower than them, you know, or maybe not even get the boost at all, give them the spin dash, you know. I don't know, just thinking about ideas. But going back on the adventure topic, all I gotta say is, if Sega makes that remake and it's done well, I think we'll be looking at a new kind of a small, I mean itsy bitsy tiny amount of respect going towards Sega. But I'll end on that note. You guys let me know how you feel in the comments below. Like, do you want this remake? Do you want them to just stay away from it? Don't ruin the legacy of Sonic Adventure, because the game's already a mess. You don't need to make it more of a mess. I love the game. I want to see it, but what are your thoughts? I'll end the video off that note, and I'll see you in the next video.